All right, there we go. Hey, everybody. A little different video today, if that's okay. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's been happening the last couple months with me, what's been going on with the channel, what's happening with the channel in the future. I've gotten some interesting comments and messages from people, and there seems to be some confusion about what we're doing, why we're doing it, what my role is. And so I just kind of want to talk a little bit, in addition to talk about why the videos have been a little sporadic the last couple months. And so there's a few things going on. One, I had a period back in summer where I got sick. And looking back now, I'm pretty sure it was probably COVID, but not really sure. But ever since then, um, my health the last couple of years, I have not had the energy levels that I've had in the past. In fact, if you go back and look at my videos from 4 or 5 years ago, my energy level is a totally different realm than what it is now. But ever since then, it has just been hard. My energy levels even haven't been what they were last year, and trying to get that back. I've had a lot of times where uh, the best way I could describe it is I've had the blahs. It's just haven't had the energy, haven't had the strength. It felt like I haven't had the sleep I've needed, and so I've had about 2, almost 3 months, really, where it has just been a struggle to motivate myself to do a whole lot. And that's on top of being extremely busy. October and November were very busy months for me. And so when I had time that I wasn't on the road traveling and speaking or doing 12-hour shifts of work, I was crashed out. And the place that it really showed up was here on the channel, just with the videos being produced or not being produced. Because I've had several weeks where I didn't get a video posted like I usually would. And you can see that the traffic has come down and so forth. So that's kind of what's been going on. Is I have been struggling with that. I'm finally starting to feel a little bit better, but I'm still not there yet. But I'm trying to get back. Trying. My job hours have cut. Don't have as much speaking engagement, so I have some time that I'm just trying to rest and recover and get back to what I was. And that has been a challenge. So all of that combined has left me unmotivated to do a whole lot, and not just with the channel. I didn't visit Silver Dollar City as much as I usually would. I haven't gone out and done things. And then we've had financial issues that have definitely contributed as well. We've had a number of things here at the home, and I'm not trying to lay out, oh, woe is me. I'm just saying it's just been one thing after another for the last year. So it's been a struggle. So we've been dealing with that and trying to get the energy up, and trying to push myself to do something that oftentimes I just don't have the energy or the time to do. So that's kind of shown in the videos with the lack of editing quality, the sound issues, where when I've had time to do the video production, I haven't necessarily had the energy, and or if I've had the energy, I haven't had the time. And so it's been trying to get stuff out and just struggling. So I'm hoping, praying that the energy and the health is coming back up again, where I might be able to start actually focusing a bit more on that. That is the goal. I have not abandoned the channel. I've not quit. I'm not taking time off. And that kind of leads me to another thing. Some people have looked at the recent podcast style vlogs with Megan, and I've had a couple people say, "So you're quitting? You're turning it over to her?" Nope, nope, nope. I'm not going anywhere. So here's what's happened. I've been doing the channel now for 7 years. Yeah, 7 years. And it has been incredible. But one of the things that happens when you have 10 years of experience working at the parks, and then you do 7 years of a channel, you start to run out of material. The honest truth is, when it comes to ideas and something new or a new take, there isn't a whole lot I haven't covered already that I feel qualified to cover. And I get people that want me to do things on security at Disney or a history of the park or things like that. And I either don't have that kind of insider information, so I'm not qualified to do it, or there's people doing those kinds of things so much better than I ever could. I have done a couple documentary style videos that I'm very proud of. One of my favorites actually was the history of PhotoPass and PhotoPass versus Kodak and how they took over. Um, and sadly, those kinds of videos have been among the worst performing on the channel. Uh, it, it's one of those deals. If you ever do YouTube, the videos you think are going to do awesome don't, and the ones that you just spit out sometimes, you're like, well, there's a video. Those are the ones that do great, and you're like, why did it makes no sense sometimes. In any case, very simply, between the lower energy level and then the lack of new material, uh, for me at least, because if there's a story about working in the parks, I've told it. And then after that, I run into the issue that we're still working towards 2 years living and working and studying in Israel. And the health is part of that too, trying to get that up. But it's going to make it very hard to do as much in Israel. I'm still doing it, okay? Mind you, I'm not quitting. But it puts me in kind of this conundrum where, okay, no energy, um, no material that's new. I could just keep telling the same old stories over and over again. And then if I'm long distance, I don't have the connection and contact with the parks. What do I do? How do I still maintain the channel and the interest level of me and the viewers? Uh, I don't know about you. I get bored telling the same. Okay, my kids will disagree with me on this, but saying the same thing over and over again gets repetitive. I'd like something different. And so we were at Silver Dollar City with Brendan and Megan and my kids couple months back, and this we were talking about this while we were there, and what are we going to do and how do we do it? And um, I kind of half jokingly said at one point, if I had a partner in crime, and Megan has worked at Six Flags, she loves Disney, she loves the parks. She obviously hasn't worked in as many parks as me or visited as many, but it's there. Um, and Megan is a family friend. She is one of my daughter's best friends. She's over here all the time. She's close, which works. And so the conversation kind of became, well, what about Megan? Brendan signed on. I brought it up to our patrons in our Zoom call. And okay, here's kind of what we're talking about, and here's what we're thinking about. Because Megan brings new insight, she brings youth, she brings energy. And yes, I know it's a different energy level. I've had a couple people comment, I enjoy, you're smooth, relaxing. And I'm kind of thinking, well, that's great that I relax you. But if you go back and you look at my first couple years of videos, my energy level is totally different. I'm not just relaxing then. I'm popping stuff up, and that's hard for me to do now. Megan actually kind of brings back some of that old energy that I had the first few years on the channel that I haven't had the last couple of years. So that's kind of why we started talking about Megan coming on, is to be able to reinvigorate me a little bit, to give new energy, to bring new insights and stories, to bring a connection. But I'm not leaving. She's not replacing me. Okay. And that's something I want to make clear is even when I'm in Israel, the point of having Megan here is it does a couple things. One, it provides somebody here in the States who is aware of what's going on in the parks, who will be in the parks, who can talk about that because she's here. So if I'm in Israel and I'm not able to keep up on the Disney news, she's still able to bring it up and, hey, here's what's going on. Here's this. What do you think about that? And then I can give my insight and opinions and things like that. So she's going to help me stay up to date and informed. So what we'll be doing, the early plan, is still be doing weekly episodes with the two of us. And then the vlogging, I'll have a mix of, hey, look at these tourist spots there. But also when she goes to visit parks, she's going to be vlogging. So we're working on getting her equipment and getting her trained and taught and up to speed on stuff like that. But the main channel content is still going to be me with her alongside. She's not replacing me because we want to keep that. She also has an opportunity to bring in some other new friends and contacts. We are still working on a couple of collabs. We're working on upgrading things. I hope you'll notice the sound is a little different this time. New equipment. We actually have two sets. I got a promo set of lapel mics, and then I have another set of lapel mics that we were blessed with. So one of these is going to Megan to be able to help her with her vlogging. You'll notice we even have a new set of microphones here to try to help our sound quality when we're doing the podcast and regular videos. The regular videos, okay, one of the things somebody commented, and I so appreciated this, was they said that, you two are talking over each other or interrupting, or there's this dead time where it's one of the benefits I've had of the style of video I've done in the past, I've edited out a lot of my uhs and stuff like that. Megan, there's a feeling out process because this is new for her. So we are still feeling each other out a little bit as far as how to interact on camera. It is different on camera than just normal. But we're trying to bring back some of that because we have a great time normal too. And if you've noticed, when my daughter's here, we'll have comments and other stuff. So we're hoping that it's more interesting and entertaining as a whole. It brings in a bigger dynamic, but it also makes it a little harder to edit it. In my first few videos that we did this way, I'll be honest, I didn't edit at all because one, didn't have the energy and the time. And then two, I've looked at a lot of podcasts and their editing goes very light. I'm going to go back and correct that a little bit, and I'm going to start doing some editing on the podcast to try to cut down a little bit of the dead time and stuff. So you'll see a bit more of that. But that's kind of what's happening and where we are and why it's been a little different. There's reasons we're doing something new. There's reasons the content has been lighter. And I want to make more content. I want to keep going. I want to keep doing this. I love it. I love everything that's come along with it, and I hope you have too. So I appreciate those who have sent in the constructive criticism and the comments. I know we've gained a few subscribers. We've lost a few subscribers. Some of it's the beginning of the year. Some of it has been the change. I so appreciate those of you that are hanging on and kind of going, well, what's going on? We'll see this through. We'd love to hear your feedback. We really, really would. What is working? What isn't working? Because we want to make this the best for everybody, for you and us. Because I want to keep doing this. I want to be able to keep doing this long past otherwise when I should have. Because honestly, when you look at the life of the channel and the amount of content, my channel probably ran out of steam a year or two ago as far as what it originally was. And we found ways to invigorate it and do some new things and start the park vlogs and some other stuff. So we've added some things and changed some things anyways. This is a bigger change than the others. Yes, but it's time. Unless you really want to see me just doing the same things over and over again. We've got to do something new. And so change sometimes is difficult. So if you have ideas on how to make this better, we'd love to hear it. I want to say thank you to those who've got on board. I've got several patrons that are excited about it. I've got some I haven't heard from, just being honest. But several that are excited, like I said, one that we've got new podcasting gear with new microphones and hopefully crisper sound, because these are going to be much more. If you do a regular podcast, if you listen to one, you notice their sound is nice and crisp and clear because they typically keep the microphones like right here, and it doesn't pick up all the ambient noise. Well, my other microphone I've got, so these are called cardio mics. The other one is more of an area mic, and I have to keep it turned up, which means it picks up more noise, and so the sound quality isn't quite as good. So I'm actually excited about an increase in sound quality and some other features on this, and being able to have some fun with it. We'll be looking for topics to talk about, stuff that you want to hear about. we've got a couple videos recorded, been 2 weeks now, where we talk about the Muppets and we talk about the changes in Dickens, and we've got another patron joining us for that. So yes, we're hoping to have more guests. That's part of what we want to see. But we need you along too. If you are a praying person, pray for my health. Pray my energy comes back. Pray that stuff sorts out. Aging stinks. When I started this, I was in my not quite late 40s. Now I'm in my mid 50s. And so it makes a big difference in perspective and energy and other stuff. So it's a way to help me keep going. But please, say a prayer for me. And I'd love to see where we go. Why do you know? And that way, as we begin this year, you kind of have an idea. You're not in the dark. You're not like, well, what's been going on with him? And then we'll see where we go from here. Hope you'll join us for the ride. Hope you'll enjoy it. And hey, we're looking to trying some new stuff. What else would you like to see us try? We would love to hear. Thank you so much for being a part of all of this, for watching, and for being part of the future too. We so much appreciate it. Thanks so much. God bless.